Hi all. So a while ago on YouTube, I stumbled down a wormhole of small kitchen appliance reviews. As I was looking to buy an air fryer and perhaps maybe a pressure cooker, that's when I stumbled across one of the worst YouTube chefs of all time. His name is Jack Scalfani, as I like to call him, Jack Salmonella Scalfani. I watch video after video of him butcher, sometimes quite literally, recipes. Imagine driving slowly past a multi-car pileup on the interstate. That's my face as I watched him teach the internet how to make partially cooked meals of varying types and taking awful and unneeded shortcuts to recipes that are already quick to prepare. The absolute horror of Jack's lazy man chefing, air quote, techniques to my boyfriend Tom. And now, since we can't unsee it, we are opening your eyes to it as well. I'm Michelle, and I welcome you to join us for this horrific journey, better known as Pink Chicken and the Lazy Man. Welcome back to Pink Chicken and the Lazy Man.
Pink Chicken and the Lazy Man. That's right, folks. Coming at you quick style with a new Cooking with Jack podcast from Pink Chicken and the Lazy Man. We were heading out for Taco Tuesday, and just before we walk out the door, boom, new Cooking with Jack video. Jack has decided to make a buttery balsamic wing episode. Confusing on a number of levels, but this looks to be, there's a couple principles here at play. It's obviously not profiled by Sanford Diet Time anymore because of the abundance of food that Jack is preparing for, ostensibly, it seems, just himself.
I was confused. I thought definitely we would be going into the dry brine video this go around, but this came out, we were so confused by it that we had to put a halt to that video, and now we're focusing all of our attention on the buttery balsamic wing.
Wing, yes.
Single wing. Just the one, because that's what his title card says.
That's what he says in the thumbnail.
That's what, yeah, the thumbnail.
Thumbnail never lies.
Instead of getting 4 pounds of wings, which we end up getting, he's talking about one single wing.
Jack considers the entire pack on the table there as one
wing. Okay.
As one wing. We're going to finish up wet brine versus dry brine, the dry brine video. We'll pump that out this week as well. But we just had to do this one. It's a quick video, and we'll try to get this up by tomorrow or Thursday, and you folks can enjoy it. We also have some other special things planned for you. We might do a midweek mukbang. I know we missed that because I was traveling on Saturday. We missed that in the live stream, so you might get a midweek mukbang, and because we're making it up to you, we might put a special jukbang in there. Maybe there might be a little mommy-wife bong if you play your cards right.
Ooh, let's synchronize our YouTubulators.
All right, folks, synchronize your YouTubulators. We are hitting play in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Back in the Scalfani kitchen, everything is very off-kilter on this particular episode of Cooking with Jack.
Yeah, you would think by this point he would learn to spike the floor to figure out where the legs of the tripod have to go. But this one, the tripod is pushed more to the right. Therefore, he has to frame it to the left. So the camera is panned left. And of course, everything is nowhere near level.
And we don't know it at the beginning, but we find out later. We're not sure if acorn squash is in this video. It makes an appearance later on. Spoiler alert.
Acorn squash. I think the kids have picked a new name for it.
What would that be?
I believe the name of the acorn squash is Gordon Ramsay.
Ooh.
Now, you folks might not know this, but we think that Gordon Ramsay might make a very special appearance.
Ooh, are we having a guest on our podcast? Is that what you're hinting at?
We might. Who knows what video surprises are in store for our listeners and viewers.
Oh, okay. Well, let's get into it.
This is Buttery Balsamic Wings, 834 views. It was published on August 31st, 2021, so still not making those spontaneous cat video numbers.
This seems like a simple recipe.
All the usual elements are in place. We see steam kettle, we see steam gloves. Got a container of bacon up in the back, along with Jack's homemade special bacon grease. He only pulls that out for special occasions.
Time to eat ya. So we have 2 packs of wings. We have poultry seasoning,
minced garlic. Dried minced garlic.
Dried minced garlic.
Apparently we're out of the gummy garlic. He ran out of the frozen rethawed garlic that he's been
the nuclear
lighting
garlic.
us with for the past couple of months. He's either out of that or he's just decided that we make too much fun of it, so
he pulled it. Then there's the pop container of pepper.
We see you, gooey garlic. We see you.
The cheapest bottle of balsamic vinegar that you could possibly buy from Walmart, we determined, and a solitary single stick of butter for the amount of wings that we have going on here.
Right. So now we're going to prepare the balsamic marinade by 2 simple ingredients in the marinade, just his cheap-ass bottle of cheap-ass balsamic. Now, you would think if you're making a cooking video, and you know how the YouTubers like their videos, if you're going to be doing something with balsamic vinegar, don't you want to go down the
like
special aisle? Yeah. And get the one that has all Italian on the writing.
I like Cola Vita myself.
Oh yeah, that's not a bad one. But you want to get the one in like the square bottle or the all sorts of writing on it and a little gold tab across the top. Not Jack.
Go cheap or go home.
Jack's keeping the receipt. He's now measuring via oil slick. His trick of figuring out how much seasoning to put in there by what coats the bowl, what coats the surface of the liquid.
Now I looked up some recipes for balsamic wings.
Dash count, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. It's at least 20 dashes of pepper in there. 5, 6 tablespoons of pepper.
I was looking up some balsamic wing recipes, and there's balsamic soy wings that I came across and balsamic honey wings that I came across. But nothing just balsamic vinegar and butter. That's not a recipe that exists.
No.
Which means that Jack wanted to eat wings.
Yes, Jack wanted to make buffalo wings, man. You know if you're making buffalo wings quick and dirty, what you do is you get your wings, you rinse them off, you pat them dry, make sure they're nice and dry. You get your bottle of Frank's Red Hot or some equally mild wing sauce or pepper sauce. You melt a stick of butter, you throw it in there, you coat the wings with it, you throw them in the oven.
Little cayenne, yeah, and crisp them up.
Because all you're really doing is using the fat of the butter to cut the heat of the pepper sauce. With the balsamic vinegar, which is way thinner than the Red Hot sauce, I don't know what the purpose of adding the butter is.
Now Jack says here, Jack lies at the beginning. He's like, oh, I didn't know how many wings I was ordering. I thought,
bullshit.
I came back with 2 packs. I didn't think I was ordering this many. Instead of freezing a pack of wings.
Nope, gotta use it all.
Refrigerating it maybe for a later day in the week. He's gonna use all of these fucking wings.
How many deep chest freezers do you think the Scalfanis actually have? Because you know they're the type that have it. Not only do they have the freezer as part of the refrigerator freezer, but you know they have to have like one of those big old chest freezers.
Yep, deep freezer. Yeah.
The Dahmer special, as you call it.
This motherfucker can...
Don't pay attention to the head.
This guy can deep freeze a brisket for a year to use in a church chili.
That's right.
And he can't freeze 2 pounds of wings? Come on.
Right.
Who are we kidding here?
Well, also, first of all, the fact that he said he made a boo-boo and got a second pack of wings. I don't know if it was our theory or somebody from the live stream chat. Join us every Saturday at 2 p.m. for the Pink Chicken and the Lazy Man's, the Boys Club.
Woo! Oh, we got it! Yay! Anyway.
Every Saturday at 2 p.m., folks, but I think it was in one of our live stream chats that somebody mentioned that the reason Jack shops from Walmart and Sam's Club so much is he's doing it through Instacart or through Walmart.com itself.
You could do pickup or delivery with Walmart in certain areas.
This might feed the theory that Jack is doing this delivery style, which means this could be Jack smart cheating
Flying
and doing
under
surreptitious videos, or Tammy actively stepping away from being an active producer for him and just being like, all right, I gave you the card because you know she's paying for it.
Yes.
I gave you the card. I have everything set up for you. Just place your little order your food. Don't do anything I have to chop up.
Or maybe it's more sinister than that. Maybe Jack applied for a credit card under the radar. He's putting in these secret Instacart orders when Tammy's out with, her gym trainer named Jim Trainer, obviously.
So this is a closeted video.
Yes. He does mention balls twice.
He does.
Yes.
He also mentions about giving the skin a little kiss.
Oh, God. A friendly kiss?
Indeed. Oh. More than friends.
Oh.
Secret friends.
So anyway.
Smokeback Mountain.
We're at 2 minutes and 16 seconds. We pause the video to go on that tirade.
2 things to notice in the early part of the video. The fact that Jack forgot that he's going to have to melt the butter. So you see him pick up the butter and he's like, oh, I got to put my butter in there. He's like, oh.
Also, surprisingly, he has double the amount of wings, but he's not doubling the amount of marinade. This is going to come out syrupy AF. It's going to be like glossy glaze wings.
Well, I don't even think so.
Just real sweet and weird. Like, I don't think that I would enjoy this at all.
Oh, that's how she describes me, folks. Sweet and weird.
Yes. So
didn't deny that at all. Just lead right into it.
Yep.
And put a little weight behind that knife. Oh.
He melts the butter, he comes back over and starts stirring it all together, and it comes together pretty quickly. Then he puts all of the wings, which looks like it's a freezer bag, but I think it's bigger than a gallon.
Oh, it's one of those big, yeah.
It's bigger than
like
a gallon.
2 gallon.
It's gotta be 2 gallon.
One of the big bags you can only get at places like Sam's Club, so this feeds the theory.
These wings are the full style wings. Like, it has the tip, it has the flapper, middle part, and then it has the drumette. He doesn't clean these at all because you can't eat the tip. The tip, there's no meat on the tip.
The tip is pure cartilage. Every chef you see on YouTube tells you cut this part off and you make stock out of it.
Right.
Not Jack.
And he doesn't separate the drumettes.
He did that long ago and far away on Cooking with Jack when he made wings for one of his football party snack videos.
It's a handle, and then he started wiggling it on the camera.
And it broke off, and it's just disgusting.
Yeah, it's gross. He doesn't clean up the wings like that, and he doesn't separate the flapper part from the drumette. I don't know what the technical term is, but I call him flapper.
The flat from the drumette?
The flat. Yeah, that's a better term for it. Thank you.
No, we're sticking with flapper now.
Okay.
From henceforth till all eternity.
Flapper.
We're now going to get the wings with the flappers and the drumettes.
Anyway, so it looks like he puts all of the wings in the bag.
My favorite ska band from the 90s was Flapper and the Drumettes. So he's got a 4-gallon Ziploc bag or something.
Because it looks like all the wings are in there.
It looks like a small trash bag. It looks like what's the smaller than the 13-gallon kitchen trash bag?
Like
it's like
6
or 7.
Yeah,
looks like a waste paper basket liner, shall we say, from a bathroom. He's got his wings piled in there. You can hear them screaming to get out.
Yep.
And now he's dumping his glaze in there.
Well, it's not really glazed yet, but it will be, I guess.
Well, see, he's calling it. This is where it gets weird because you normally make a glaze with balsamic because it reduces to a sugary consistency. And he's just using it as a marinade, which is just bizarre. Most people don't marinade with balsamic vinegar.
Well, if you added the honey or the soy sauce, then yeah, it would make sense. Or like follow any kind of recipe. He's just, this is out of his own head. Like, he's substituting the balsamic for like Frank's Red Hot or Red Hot or whatever.
Yeah, he wants to make, basically
your
what he
hot
wanted
sauce
to do.
Of choice.
He wanted to sneak some hot wings, but he couldn't find any hot wing sauce in the house, and he already ordered the wings, and he ordered plenty of wings, which at some point in the video he lies, and he's like, oh, I'm going to bring some of these over to Junior. And then at the end of the video, he goes, well, this is my dinner. Like,
and it's the platter of wings in front of him.
Full platter of wings.
He has them in this plastic bag inside of a huge bowl.
Yeah, this is like a stainless steel mixing bowl, but it kind of looks like R2-D2's head. It's like he's using the decapitated head of R2-D2, the celebrated astronav droid from the Star Wars franchise that Pink Chicken is looking at me with crossed eyes because she has no idea what I'm talking about.
Exactly.
Cultural touchstone there.
And
somehow missing.
He spanks the chicken while it's in the bowl.
He gives it that Les Grossman spank.
Now we get a dissolve, and we're getting into him laying out the chicken on baking sheet. I guess he's going to bake these?
Yes. Yeah, he mentions the convection of it.
He has
that'll crisp the skin.
2 trays of these. So we only see the 1 tray, but there are 2 he mentions as he's laying these out.
Oh, well, he's crowding the pan is what he's doing here. Again, because if you want to crisp the skin, you can't have them touching like this. You can't have them overlaid with each other. Otherwise, the skin underneath will not get crisp.
And he has the My First baking mat on.
Oh yeah, a little silicone baking mat. So it survived the wet brine chicken. It survived.
Hey,
I'm surprised. Or it's the
shocked.
new one. I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, or he threw the other one out.
Between that and the gamer food balls, that little Matt's seen some shit.
It's the new See You Piggy. It's seen some shit.
We miss you, Piggy. We miss you.
We miss you, Piggy.
So here he goes.
There's the meat rection right there in the front.
In the back of the video, frame right, as his hand is waving over top of it, you see one of the wings has turned to its side, and the part that you're supposed to cut off is sticking straight up. I pointed out to Pink Chicken, I'm like, look, he's got his first actual meat rection. Now, at time index here, I guess we're about, maybe about 3.5 minutes into it. Jack decides that he's going to move these wings. He's going to take the tray of wings from the counter right over to his oven. It's gotta be maybe...
I would say it's a couple centimeters. He doesn't have to go very far at all.
No, he does not have to go very far.
When he picks up the tray and then turns around to walk the 1 step or 2 over...
At time index 3 minutes and 50 seconds, you can just see he's almost ready to fall over.
Yes.
He can't turn around.
At 3 minutes and 57 seconds is an extreme close-up of like 2 or 3 wings.
You can see the pores on each poor little chicken's wings here. I don't know if this is him basically showing us, because we made such fun of the wet brine video, that look at this, guys. Look, you can see every piece of the skin is done on these 3 wings out of a 4-pound bag.
And not only only that, but they don't really look crispy. They look done, I think, but they don't look crispy. He says that they're crisp. The parts that are crisped are the parts that are the non-edible pieces, which are the pieces that crisp first.
Right.
Because there's like hardly anything there.
Plus, there's no bone there. The thing about when you cook a bone-in chicken, the meat right next to the bone always stays the coolest. So you're always trying to cook the meat from the inside out. So now we have pull back to the wide shot at 4 minutes and 24 seconds.
And we see the acorn squash. Yay!
We see you, Gordon Ramsay.
Squash watch.
If you would, madam, I think I prefer my name, Gordon Ramsay, celebrity chef, guest starring here in Jack Scalfani's kitchen. You know, Gordon Ramsay would pronounce Scalfani. He wouldn't say Scalfani. He'd say
Scalfani. Yes.
Like he caramelizes the onions.
Like Fanny.
The Scotsman would come out. We see the tea kettle. We see steam glove. We see the Ninja Foodie. We see the big old packs of bacon grease. Again, we're using the holy buckets, the holy ceramic buckets. These are his new servingware of choice.
I believe that those are Rachel Ray serveware. It looks very Rachel Ray-ish to me.
So now he is holding one of his wings aloft. The skin looks really dark on that one. Like there's a couple wings. He
like
arranged
toward the
it.
back.
He arranged like 2 or 3 wings in the front of the Rachel Ray bucket. The wings in the front of the bucket are the ones that were probably the most evenly done. The one he knows will give him the least amount of grief for. Mm-hmm. But then the one in the back that he actually pulls out, you can see that guy's a little overdone.
And you can see behind him over his left shoulder.
How's left frame right?
The other tray of wings there. And actually...
One might call it Australian.
Actually, wait a minute. There's a tray there.
We've got 2 full pans, yeah.
And there's a tray there.
Right.
One left and right, plus the stuff in front of him.
Right. So he cherry-picked the best wings, the least burnt, the least undercooked wings.
Do you really think it was 2 pans, or do you think he maybe did it in batches? Maybe it was actually 4 pans by the time he was done with it.
No, he's not that ambitious. He definitely did 2 pans. That's 2 full sheet pans worth of wing for ostensibly a guy and his wife, and then he kind of like sleeks in at the end. Oh, we're gonna bring some over to Junior.
Yeah, bullshit.
But there he's holding up the full wing.
And that one looks a little burnt to me.
That's what I said.
Yeah, that's the burnt one. But there's a darker one that's still in the pan.
4 minutes and 42 seconds goes in for the jokbang. Now the meat does in fact look done. These are small pieces of chicken. He put them with the convection oven on. I forgot how many minutes he said he did them for, but it would be hard to screw up something like this as compared to a full bird.
At this point in the video, Jack seems very angry.
He seemed a little energized.
Perturbed.
He seemed a little perturbed through the whole video. Like yes. I noticed when we were counting the dashes of pepper he puts in, he slams that pepper container to the counter. The first time we watched through this, I told Big Chicken, I'm like, ooh, he angry. Look at how he slammed that pepper container down.
But it gets progressively more angry toward the end of the video.
Yes, in this, when he pulls out to the wide shot here, he is definitely displeased over something. Yes. You can see there's no smiling, there's no mad toddler giggle going on here. He's looking down the barrel of the camera and he's trying to convince you how good these wings are. Yeah. I will tell you, these are delicious wings. They're balsamic-y and they're buttery.
It's too bad we didn't go for a whole bee theme this time around.
Well, like I gotta try for it a little bit.
The pizza party.
Yes.
But bees.
I blame myself for not going after the buttery balsamic alliteration.
I bet you they would have been better if they were buffalo bite-sized wings. At the 5-minute mark, roughly, he says this is his dinner. He's like, this is my dinner.
As if Tammy had made other plans.
If he was going to really take these to juniors, why would he plate them like this? Why wouldn't he take 1 or 2? Like, put 2 of them on a side plate and then wrap the rest of them like he was taking them out to go. Like, put them in a baking dish or whatever, like some kind of presentation, and wrap them in foil. Because you're letting them sit out, they're going to be cold, and when wings get cold, they're really shitty. Like,
you would not do this. You would not make wings. You would not make oven wings. Wrap them in however you wrap them and drive them over, don't forget you got to stop at crumble cookie.
Right.
Yeah, so that's going to take like 20 minutes to get your cookies out to you. You got to get 2 orders because, you want to make sure they're good.
Right.
Crumble cookie has fucked up in the past and he'll never forget. Let them forget
you got to give them like what are we on, the 10th?
Something like that.
18th chance?
12 times a charm. 12 times a charm from crumble cookie.
For sure.
What you're missing here is that bucket, that Rachel Ray porcelain bucket that he has in front of him. He's eating all of that. Junior
gets the leftovers.
The tray wings in the back.
He gets the sloppy seconds,
And
Junior.
probably only one of the trays in the back. Just don't forget, Jack needs some for later on in the week when he gets a little hungry.
There is some interesting stuff coming up on the Jack horizon. I don't want to spoil anything, but I think you know what I'm talking about, and we will be covering that as it comes out.
Yeah, Jack is starting to preview more and more of his cooking on his social media channels, which we may or may not follow through our resources. The pictures of the things that are coming, and of course Jack is like, "Oh my God, guys, we're blowing up this September." I swear to God, we are going to see a Keto Bear sleepover. That's got to be happening. He was talking earlier on, not this video, but the last video, about how happy and giggly he is.
He's really excited for September for some reason. And,
yeah.
And it's like, I don't understand what that is. I mean, I maybe because it's hot and he's sweaty and he's a big guy and he's like looking forward to the cooler weather. I can relate to that.
He is going full Karen for the fall thing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, Jack, Jesus Christ, man, put on your Ugg boots and get your pumpkin spice and get over it, buddy. Like,
yeah.
Wow.
To wrap it up,
You would think barbecue guys who are passionate about grilling love the summer because they get to barbecue every night.
With how many grills and smokers and everything that Jack has, who would be more thrilled about it than him? There shouldn't be anyone else.
But whatever he's doing, he definitely wants to be fall sooner than later. Jack, we have like 3 or 4 more weeks of summer, buddy.
To wrap up this video, I will say he is wearing the Grimace shirt again, and the stains are in the usual spots. Like if you're watching,
Grimace shirt.
If you're watching to see if the stains are in this video, they are.
Oh yeah,
they totally are.
You know who's not in this video? Piggy.
Piggy is not in this video. R.I.P. Piggy.
R.I.P. Piggy.
One of our favorite Jack characters in the Scalfani-verse.
Until you meet Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon Ramsay, maybe.
He will be making a very special appearance very soon, folks.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that. I think our audience will enjoy that as well.
Absolutely. That's what we have for you folks. Again, this was Buttery Balsamic Wings. Tune in next time. Like I said, we're going to get this one up for you either tonight, tomorrow, or maybe even by time Thursday. You'll have another podcast from us, and then our live stream coming Saturday at 2 p.m. usual time. We are both in the Ducalina studio of pc&tlm's the Southeast Division, so we are here. We are getting ready to make some hot, fresh content for you, and all the fun of the Scalfani-verse you can expect from
Pink Chicken.